Hey divas, hope you're all doing great. And today I will share how I did this look, and I will also share my thoughts on some of the new Maybelline products in market. And I have quite a good collection of Maybelline items here, so still I don't have all the products for a full face of makeup, else I would have done a full face of only Maybelline products. So but most of the products in this video will be from Maybelline. No, this is not a sponsored video, but Maybelline products are very easy to find, and the shade range is also great, and I always find my perfect match, my perfect skin tone match with Maybelline products. I really like their base products like foundation, concealer. Even now they have come up with a loose powder, so which I will try in this video. And their lipsticks are always a favorite with many of you, even with me. One of the products from Maybelline which is a bit underwhelming for me are their eyeshadows, and I don't feel like I need to buy it because I see so many other different options and budget friendly options. I don't feel like getting Maybelline eyeshadows, so that is something which don't tempt me to spend my money and buy it and feel like I need to have it, which I felt with all these other Maybelline products, which I felt I need to have it and I need to try it out. So now let's move on to the video, and you can watch how I got this look today. And it's a very easy to do simple look, but I wanted to show how I use all these new products and how the shade is, how the shades are, how it looks on me when you apply it. So all of that you can watch here. So before moving on, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. I post new videos every week on beauty, fashion and nail arts. So now let's get started. So I'm going to start with my eyes today. So I'll just fill in my brows with ABH Brow Wiz, and this is in shade Ebony. So I'll just fill in the gaps. Maybe I'll just zoom you in a bit so you can see in close up. So normally I use ABH Brow Wiz even in my everyday life when I go out, because it's very easy to use and very mess free, and it doesn't take much time to just fill in some gaps in my brows. I'll just take this spoolie and just blend it in. So you see, so now I'll move to color correction. So I'm using MAC Prep Plus Prime here, and the shade is Peach Lustre. Doesn't crease, it works good with any concealer I've used so far. So I'll just apply a little bit on my dark circles, and I'll blend with my fingers. Take it to my innermost corners because I have darkness here, maybe little on the lid. I then try to look up and go as close possible to my lower lashes, lower lash line. A little bit more here. Now I'll go on and use my concealer, which is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'll use two shades actually. I don't have my correct match, so medium is almost the right match for me, but I feel it's too bright. So I also have the shade Cafe, so it's a bit darker. So I'll mix those two shades, and I feel that's the perfect match for me. So I used this the same way yesterday. I went out to one of our friends' home, and it stayed on very nicely, did not crease. I did set it with powder, but it did not crease. It stayed on for the entire time we were there. When I came back also, I saw it did not crease. It looked like as if it's skin. It's very lightweight, and so that's why I like it. And it's one of those products you can use in your everyday makeup routine, and there are so many shades available. I'll just go on, apply it. I'm going to take my makeup sponge. It's a bit messy because I used this yesterday, and I use one sponge till it's I feel like it's dirty enough and I switch it and I use another one. So I'm going to use the same one today because a few days back I just washed all of my makeup sponge and brushes. Now I'm going to just take the shade medium and apply it just to brighten it a bit. You can see the difference. So this is the last week my daughter is in home. So next week her kindergarten will start. I'm very excited because she was going to a preschool and July month I gave her a break because she graduated from her preschool. I thought let her have a little break before kindergarten starts because again school life, once it starts it will just go on every day, same routine. And her preschool, she was going to a private preschool, so there was no like holidays there, so she was like going almost every day, like 4 days a week for 2 years now. So I thought let her take a break, 1 month of doing nothing at home, waking up late, playing around. Last few days we are just busy, back to school shopping, school bags, uniforms. I'll probably do a like back to school video in my vlog channel. If you want, you can watch that. So I will show all the items there. I'm really excited because her kindergarten hours would be a little more than her preschool hours. So that's why I've not been able to make much videos these days because she is at home now, and when you have a very active kid at home and it's not easy to always like sit and do videos. For July I took a break, I stopped filming and all. I did not want to like sit here for like long hours because shooting a video, it takes a lot of time, and she can play alone for a bit and after some time she will need someone's presence. So I thought, no, let me take a break this month, and I was also like chilling out, watching TV. So on top of my lid as eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use MAC Prolong Wear Paint Pot in shade Painterly. It has a little peachy undertone. Just take a little bit on my finger, and before doing that I'll just remove any creases if there is any. Just apply, dab it. You can also use a brush if you want. So once her school starts, I will get some like uninterrupted time in the morning till afternoon, and in that time I'm planning to finish all my video work. After she comes back again, I'll be busy with her, like taking to park, sitting with her for homework. So rest of the day I won't be able to do much, maybe little editing if possible in the evening. Today's eye look, I'll be using ABH Modern Renaissance palette. So these are the shades, and I've been using this eyeshadow palette for a while now. So I'm going to start with a very neutral shade. So I'll take Golden Ochre here, this one, and I'll use the brush which comes in the package. I'll just apply it on my eyelids above my crease. So this will be a nice base and just even out everything. The eye look I'll do is very simple. So summer is almost coming to end, and it's always like exciting. Summer is always exciting for me from my childhood days. It meant like vacation, holidays. When we were kids, we used to go to meet our cousins. I'm going to use this shade Tempera on under my brows. So I'll just apply under my brows to highlight it. It's a very nice shade. Now moving to my transition shade. I'll use the shade here, Burnt Orange, and I'll apply it on my crease, little above my crease. I'm using Sigma E40, like big fluffy brush, to blend it out. So yeah, so I was telling about holidays, and this year we had an amazing time. We went on vacation to Universal Studios in Florida, so we had a great time there actually, and I always wanted to visit Universal. I wanted to see the Harry Potter, like the wizarding world of Harry Potter. I have heard a lot, and even in the Universal Studios Hollywood here in LA they have that, but I wanted to visit the Florida one. So we had a nice trip there. We visited Universal for 2 days, and one day we went to Daytona Beach. It's a very stunningly beautiful beach, and we were traveling on a weekday, because normally when we travel we plan that way so that there will be less crowd in like tourist places and we can enjoy a bit more, like not too much people around, so we like a bit of calm and serene environment. So the beach was like almost there were like very few people on the beach that day. I took a nap, and hubby and my daughter, they were playing and were having a great time. So next I'm going to go with this shade Real Girl and apply on my crease. This is like a burnt orange, deep burnt orange. I'll make a V like this from here and here. On the last day we went to NASA, and it was like totally an unforgettable experience there as well. So next I'm going to go in with this one, Primavera. It's like shimmery golden shade, and I'm going to apply on my eyelids, and I'm using my finger for this. As I said, this is a very easy and simple eye look. You can use little dark shadows here to add more depth, but I don't want for this look. I want it to be light. I'll be wearing bold lips, so I don't want to add more drama to my eyes. Now for my innermost corners, I'm going to use the shade Vermeer, and I'm going to use Real Techniques detailer brush. So I forgot to mention, for blending I was using E25 brush from Sigma. So I'll just apply on my inner corners here. It will brighten it very nicely. My lower lash line, I'm going to apply little bit red ochre, and I'm using Sigma flat definer brush E15 for this. Next is I'm taking little bit of Love Letter, this one pink shade here. Next I'm going to take little bit of Cypress Umber and apply on my upper lashes, on my upper lash line, very close to my lashes. I'm done with my eyes. I'll just apply some mascara and that's it. So I'm going to curl my lashes first. I'm going to take Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. Recently I did a video on drugstore's 3 best selling mascaras, and I featured this one. So if you want to know detail about this, you can go watch that video. Eyes are done now. I'm going to move to my face, and I'm going to start with Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This one gives a nice glow to the face, so that's why I like to use it. It's nice to have a product which you feel to use it every time. So I had applied concealer here, so I'm just going to apply on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead. For foundation, I'm going to take Maybelline 24-hour foundation, and I have two shades here. This is 312 Golden Dore, and this is 320 Honey Miel. So this is a bit darker for me. So when I got this, I got it online, ordered it online, so I did not know my shade. So I got two shades to see which is closest to my skin tone. So this is 312. This is like a perfect match for me. Now it's summer, I've got a tan, so I kind of mixed these two. I used the lighter one in the center of my face and the darker one at the periphery or the sides, so it gives like a natural contour by itself. Now I'm going to apply the second shade, face, the sides. So if you have foundations like which are not currently matching your skin tone, lighter or darker, you can just mix two like foundations and try it. Oh my god, I put foundation on my bedsheet. So my chin is a little bit darker than this area, and if I apply brighter foundation, this will look like very greenish. So I hope this the other shade will match nicely. So I'm going to take my sponge again, and let me find a clean spot. So I'll just blend everything. I'll start with the bright shade first from the center, then I'll move to the side. Now I will take the sponge again, just press it in and twist it so everything is set. So this foundation is a bit like thicker, it has full coverage, so I just want to make sure it settles in my skin nicely, and that's how it will last for a long time as well. So this technique I learned from Wayne Goss. He is a pro makeup artist, he has his own line, so I learned many techniques from him, and he is one of those beauty YouTubers I always learn from, and the videos are very informative, so I like to watch his videos. So now moving to setting the foundation. So today I'll be using Maybelline's Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in shade medium. You get powder here, so I just, to get some of the loose powder, I'll just shake the bottle. I'll shake the container. I'll have some loose powder here. So let me just apply on my sides, then I'll move to my eyes. Summer and my skin does get oily after some time, so I'm just applying all over my face today. This loose powder is very fine. It's very similar to Laura Mercier translucent. So it's not translucent powder, it has color, so you can use as a powder foundation if you want, and you can use as a setting powder. So here I'm using ELF small tapered brush. I have some powder, so before going in I'll just, and I have already my eyeshadows, so I'll just apply a little bit. I'm not going to bake or anything. So we'll move to bronzer. So I'm going to use Milani baked bronzer here. So I'm using Real Techniques contour brush to apply the bronzer. To blush, I'm going to use Milani powder blush in shade Coral Cove. It's a very pretty shade. So when I first saw it in the store, I was like, will it be too bright? Shade is very corally shade. It's hard to see with my light, so I'll take little bit. And I still have more products, I'll just apply it here. I really like this shade for summer. It gives a nice flush to the cheeks. It's very hot in here, so I just tied up my hair, and now we'll move to the last step. I'm going to apply Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink, and this is in shade Romantic. It's a bright pink shade. To end this video about all the products, all the Maybelline products specifically which I've shown in this video, I just wanted to share my thoughts on them. For the foundation, I am going to do a separate review video with detailed review there, so I'm not going to mention too much here. Maybe if I have already posted that video, I'll just link it. Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I really loved it. Undertones are really great, and coverage wise it looks great, it looks bright, it covered up my dark circle very nicely. And what I love about this is it doesn't crease, it stays for a long time. Now moving to Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and I loved it because it made the skin really flawless. It is great for setting under eyes, setting the makeup, and this is not a translucent setting powder, though it has color to it, and this is in shade medium, and this is a perfect match for my skin tone. The powder is very finely milled, and when I applied it, made my skin look smooth and even. It added a little warmth since it has a little bit of color to it. It helps makeup stay for a bit long time. Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. This highlighter is greatly hyped in social media, and rightly so, because it is a very pretty, it's a very pretty highlighter. I'll just swatch it for you. You can just see I have taken little bit here, so I'll just swatch it here, blend it little. You can see the shine, and you can see I'm wearing it today. And some highlighters, they are very blinding, and but in real life when you see it, looks as if it looks like a streak of metallic thing on your face, but this looks really lovely. You can use it on your everyday life. It makes me want to apply highlighter when I go out, and sometimes I do use it nowadays because it gives a nice glow to the skin. Into the mascara, Great Lash. I have already done a video on this. I'm not going to explain more, but I love this mascara a lot. It gives nice volume, and I normally don't like wearing false lashes, so I like to go for mascara which will give volume and give some length. So this is perfect for that. To the last product for today is Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink liquid lipstick, and if you are looking for a true matte lipstick which stays on for hours, even if you eat heavy lunch, oily stuff, if you take a big bite out of a burger, if you want your lipstick not to budge at all, then this is for you. Definitely your search just ends here, and you need to pick this one. And when you feel like you need to remove it, at that time you also have to give some effort because it is so long lasting, and it is not going to come off really easily. It is a matte lipstick, but it doesn't feel dry on my lips. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give a thumbs up, it would mean a lot to me, and let me know in comments below if you have tried any of these new Maybelline products and what are your thoughts on them. And if you have some other products which are like holy grail to you, which you love a lot and want to share with us, please do share. I will definitely check it out. So yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.